smells better.
I just got off the phone with the person who said, "Oh, and I'm in charge of a deal that feeds homeless people,
Okay.
which is fine, and we have to go through this test to serve food properly, which I get, I understand. I don't say that people weren't wearing latex gloves for 2,000 years before we started this. I'm not going to say that because that makes me sound like a crabby person who thinks that germs are fake. I'm not that person. But I am saying that, after I do all of that effort to get the food to you in a sanitized way, you're going to do what you're going to do, which may be eat the food off the guy's plate next to you.
Yeah. And quite frankly, from the food and beverage world, they will tell you that gloves give you this false sense of security, right? So you think your hands are clean because your hands are clean, but your gloves are dirty. So there are times when gloves have their purpose, but I would argue that most of the cleanest restaurants aren't going to require gloves on a regular basis for some of your day to day because you have tongs, you have spatulas. And when your hands are dirty, you should be cleaning them with soap and water, not just putting a pair of gloves on.
So I have gone through drive-thrus, and when the light is just right, shining through, I can see the person with gloves on tapping the screen for my order. And I can see the film and the grease on. I'm going like, yeah, and that's one thing. And then when I go through a line and they give me tongs and I must use tongs to pick up potato chips.
Okay.
I know that the person before me used those tongs. I know he did. There's a 100% chance that I am basically shaking hands with the person in front of me.
Yeah.
If I grab chips out of the plate, out of the bowl, there's like a 90% chance that I will get that, like a 10% chance the guy next behind me is going to get some of my chip leftovers. So
Right.
I say, so you hear what I'm saying there? I see everybody using the tongs, and yet I just saw you, sir, leave the bathroom, and now I have to follow you with those tongs. And so comment on that, right?
Well, and COVID would be another great example. Shortly after COVID, and there was maybe an event. I remember going to an event, and they were so particular about making sure that you use the tongs so that you didn't spread COVID. And I just was like, but all of our hands are touching. I mean, why does that change anyway? So yeah, same concept. And some people just don't even think twice about it because they think gloves mean clean or tongs mean clean, but they don't think about maybe the extra steps in between.
Was at a morning fundraiser talking to this guy who's working the line, buffet style. And I'm the speaker, so I'm the first in line. And then he tells me this story. His first day in food service. I won't name the town. It wasn't local.
Okay.
It was a big fundraiser. And this guy, the very first guy through the line, and there's a long line, takes the food and goes, tastes it, and then puts the serving thing back in. And the guy, he didn't have another serving thing. So he's like, well, now what am I supposed to do?
Well,
anyway,
okay, I think I got you beat, I think. I was at a outdoor patio and a bug flew in my water. No big deal, right? I mean, I'm totally fine with that. And the owner of this establishment said, oh, I'm so sorry. There's a fly, and stuck his fingers in my water to fish it out and then gave it to me. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. Yeah.
It turns out we're all as clean as the least clean of us.
Absolutely. The weakest link.
There's a lot of weak links going on. I think I'm going to eat home tonight. Brittany, thanks very much. Thanks for all of that.
No. You should still go and support your small businesses.